Hello, faithful boombastic listeners. You're rocking with your host, Robeson Monteiro Rogers, and today we're going to talk about 5 movies that you should take the time to watch. The next time you're searching for a movie, you're scrolling through Netflix, you're scrolling through Hulu, you're scrolling through Amazon Prime, you're just so overwhelmed because there are so many movies and they all claim to be excellent. They all claim to have amazing actors, but once you get to it, you only hear about a certain 10 movies a year, and most of the time they're not that good. So, I'm gonna highlight 5 movies, 5 films that you should take the time to watch this year. And so, without further ado, the first flick on our list is Hell or High Water. Now, this came out around 2016, and it's a film about a divorced father is in a bind for money, and so him and his con man brother do illegal things to obtain this money. It takes place in rural Texas, where there's a lot of fields and oil rigs, and without giving away too much of the movie, I have to say this was a really good movie, a surprise hit, I would say, of the year, even though the financial payback may have not been what Hollywood expected. This was a good movie, and they need to keep doing movies like these, man. Hella High Water starring Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine, and Ben Foster. Next time you're on Netflix or Hulu, look it up. If you're in the neighborhood for a coming-of-age story, a story about overcoming your environment, a story about defending yourself and growing some heart, you want to watch Kicks. That's the movie for you. That's the flick for you right now, okay? You want to watch this movie because it's going to get at everything I just mentioned. I don't need to say it again. Kicks. It's a great movie. It even has Biggie Smalls' son in it. You'll know when it's him. You'll see. Kicks, man. It's a really amazing movie. The creator was really creative with some aspects of it, but it was really accurate and descriptive at the same time. If you've heard my last podcast, I talked about how some movies are too creative for their own good, like Dunkirk this year, but you did it perfectly to a T with the creative aspect and the imagery of it. So make sure you go check out Kicks. The third movie on our list is one for people who are like me. People who love The Sopranos, people who love Boardwalk Empire, people who love Lucky Luciano, and Meyer Lansky, okay? It's called The Iceman. However, it doesn't take place back in the day. It takes place 1960s, 1970s, 80s maybe. I'm not really good with dates based off clothing. That's all I can remember. I can't really remember any cars from the movie. But so The Iceman. It's about a hitman who's in the mafia in New York. In New York, all my New York people, yes, y'all are happy right now. In New York, shout out to Cardi B. Baby. Excuse that last part. But yes, you're in New York. He's wiping people out like an outbreak, taking them out easy like it's Sunday morning easy. You get what I'm saying? The Iceman. Check it out. Share one identity. It's called What Happened to Monday. And this one actress named Naomi Repents. Naomi Repents. I'm sorry if I don't say her name correctly. Does a marvelous job playing all 7 of the twins. 7 twins, I don't know what you call it, but that's a heck of a whole lot of children. But yes, so 7 kids. And yeah, it's a really good movie, man. Really gets you thinking about loyalty, family, different stuff like that. And the girl really did a good job playing all 7 of those people. Last but not least, 5th movie I'm telling you about is The Circle. That's what it's called, The Circle, right? So The Circle is about a group of people who wake up randomly in a room standing on circles. So they're in a giant room, not even a giant room, a ballroom size room, let's say ballroom size room, 60 people. They're all standing around in a circle next to each other. And so they all don't know what's happening. They have no recollection of the night or how they got here. So they try to get off and suddenly they die. Like, how do you just take one step and pass away, right? That's terrible, but that's how the circle goes. So the circle basically puts all these people against each other. And no matter what the outcome is, there's only going to be one person who survives. So it's all about revealing the humanity's values and who we deem as important and unimportant and had their chance, doesn't have their chance, and different stuff like that. So you should definitely check out The Circle. And I know it's on Netflix, so definitely look it up on that Netflix and chill time when you really want to chill. All right, so thank you again for listening to Boom Back. Please be sure to check out my website where you can find everything up to date with my creative endeavors. That includes acting, photography, videography, and this podcast. So please keep up to date, y'all. Peace and God bless.